Welcome to today's online web session about the IBM Mainframe inventory. My name is Fabian Klose and I'm working as Head of Development at Virtual.io. For today, I have a guest from our partner, Z-Race, Radoslav.
Thank you, Fabian. Good morning. So the Z-Race is the platform for smart monitoring of the entire mainframe environment. Today, we would like to show you an approach how to monitor and obtain inventory of IBM mainframe landscape based on the Z-Race agent data and Versio. Please know that we record the online session and ask you questions in chat, please. We will answer them at the end of the web session. Fabian?
Yeah, Radoslav, then maybe let's start with a short introduction about what are the difficulties with mainframe management.
Sure. The modern systems are running on continuously growing infrastructure. There are too much data to do the quick and detailed analysis by the limited number of users, like system admins. Due to the complex parameterization, there are the massive technical knowledge needed to get through the really important data and provide the root cause analysis. Some currently used monitoring tools propose very poor old-fashioned functionality in this area without any automated tasks. The time needed to be spent on understanding the problem is relatively long, especially when working under the pressure, because it requires extra manual work spent on correlating data from different sources and environments. Additionally, due to not transparent thresholds and lack of graphical presentation, the users don't get the actual alerts just in time. All above results are in long way to problem detection. We cannot forget also about the mainframe infrastructure as one of the most complex architecture in IT world. Managing and monitoring thousands different parameters and tracking changes is very complex and time-consuming task. In today's modern ITSM and ITOM area, easy to access, highly automated environment is necessary to make organization responsive to growing business requirements. Also, in the continuous delivery loop, up-to-date assets information is very important.
Yeah, thank you. The mainframe landscape is very complex architecture, and the lack of skills in mainframe admins requires a tool for infrastructure management. Most of the critical banking, insurance, and public application uses mainframe as a best stable and secure platform. It's very important to have the mainframe configuration information available. And without direct access to the mainframe, we are talking here about a digital twin. It's also important to have a clear view of the system technology, means the understanding of the relations between all mainframe configuration and components. Also, tracking of all changes on such a mainframe environment is important. Verify that defined and planned system parameterization. Also, all software components are up to date, and to verify there are no security vulnerabilities in use. The mainframe technologies and products should follow your enterprise architecture plan. Radoslav, how can customers implement the whole thing technically?
Okay, so Z-Race software is the primary tool supporting administration for exhaustive and coherent view and alerting if anything happens, thanks to smart machine data collection and machine learning algorithm. The solution is dedicated for IBM Mainframe corporate users and administrators who needs to monitor the IT systems comprehensively and our Z-Race software is the primary tool that enables the automation of the mainframe system.
Yeah, in addition, our Virtual.io is an enterprise software to inventory and post-processing changes in an enterprise IT landscape. Our unique and innovative approaches have enabled us to build a completely new kind of enterprise product. Both technologies, Virtual.io IT asset management and Z-Race smart mainframe ZRS monitoring platform, which has been offered so far separately, were integrated to bring new quality into customers running their system on both mainframe and open system platform. Thanks to this integration, inventory and topology discovery of the mainframe can visible and operated from Virtual. The whole mainframe environment topology is created automatically, provides an easy approach for maintaining all system parameters in the mainframe world. So now we will start right away with a live demo from the Virtual side, where Radoslav and I would like to show how the mainframe data integrate into our platform. We will show the integration configuration as well as the asset and configuration inventory, the mainframe topology, the product lifecycle and security assessment, as well as the IT governance. So let's jump in. So here I would like to start with the configuration part and to show you what is needed to integrate Z-Race with Virtual.io. There are just two things we need to configure. The first part is we need to configure the Z-Race API endpoint. So therefore we just need an URL, and the second part for sure is an authentication. So we need an API token from Z-Race and just have to configure it here. That's it, simple as always. After the configuration, we can take a look into the data that is now gathered automatically. We split the data into different entities and get information about different types. We have information about the mainframe instance itself, about LPAS, about the host running on the LPAS or the subsystems running on the host, and we can now have a look inside. If we check the details about any instance, for example, the first coupling facility here, we can see for every instance the details about the actual state in here, as well as the complete change history of every object. Here, for example, we have a change 2 hours ago. Someone changed a configuration parameter here and changed the parameter coupling SYN interrupts from not enabled to enabled. That is fully automatically documented for every instance in the mainframe environment now. To get a better overview about all the instances we have right in here, we can check out the topology. Here we can see a picture of the specific mainframe landscape we are talking about. So we see all dependencies between the instances. That means, for example, that this LPAR is running on that specific mainframe instance, as well as this LPAR is running in ZRS instance on which is some subsystems running. We also have the possibility to always cut this view into smaller pieces and focus some smaller subtrees. Here, for example, a view just for two LPARs providing an application together. We also see some technologies right in here, and to get more information about them, we can check them out in our product lifecycle and security dashboard. All data from the mainframe landscape is completely integrated in our solution here. For example, we see that we have 6 0s instances running in here, and they are all running in the version 2.4.0. And our assessment says that it's completely okay to run this version, but there's also a newer release right now. For the detected DB2 instances, we also can see we are running them in version 12.0.12.run.0, and that's the complete newest version in here. And we see we have right now no versions running with known security vulnerabilities. The last thing I will show for today is our governance dashboard. Here we have an example of a rule for the mainframe scope that says it is better to configure a DB2 instance with a parameter log output buffer with a value greater than 10,240. Here we have a description why this is a good idea to do, and we have the assessment that is automatically detect instances that violate against this rule. So right now we have 4 DB2 instances detected that are not compliant to this rule because they use a value smaller. And here, for example, it's just 4012. And we have 1 instance that is compliant to this rule.
Okay, so let us summarize again what has been shown. How do we create an intelligent, modern, efficient, and secure mainframe IT operations? First, low effort for the integration into the customer's mainframe landscapes. For example, we need 1 minute for the Versio integration for customers with existing Z-Rays infrastructure. Second, all mainframe components are inventoried and historized in the central repository. The keyword CMDB should be mentioned here once again. Third, use the same processes and tool landscape for IT service and operation or DevSecOps. This includes inventory, change management, product lifecycle and security, IT governance, and enterprise architecture. Fabian?
Yeah, nothing to add from my side. So in the end, I would like to say again, thank you, Radoslav, for the cooperation and the time today. And also many thanks to your colleagues from Z-Rays. And if anyone out there having any questions, please feel free to contact us.